Hello students, let's start standard 8 exercise 1.1. Question number 1, using appropriate properties find. Now here a sum is given, minus 2 upon 3 multiplied by 3 upon 5 plus 5 upon 2 minus 3 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 6. Now in this question it is clearly saying that you have to show the properties using appropriate properties. You have to show the appropriate properties by which property this sum can be solved. So the first step to this sum, that we can see here that this is a multiplication, this is also a multiplication. So in the next step we are going to shift this multiplication over here and this plus 5 upon 2 onto the right side. And while shifting this kind of thing, we are using commutative property. So the next step becomes like this, minus 2 upon 3 multiplied by 3 upon 5 as it is. Now this whole multiplication, minus 3 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 6, is shifted onto the left side with its minus sign. You can see it over here, this minus is over here. Minus 3 upon 5 multiplied by 1 upon 6, and this plus 5 upon 2, this rational number is shifted onto the right side. When we are shifting this kind of thing, it is said to be used as commutative property, and it is written in the question that using appropriate properties you have to find, and every property that you are using, that you have to write over here, that we have used commutative property in this step. Now further on, going for the next step, when we have shifted all this, going for the next step, and I have underlined that we have shifted this thing, two multiplications are together and then the addition. Now in the next step, when we see that this is 3 upon 5, this is also minus 3 upon 5, so I think this is common thing, so we are taking out common outside, but here see, minus sign is not taken, minus sign remains as it is, 3 upon 5, and this 3 upon 5 is now as common, which is multiplied with the remaining thing of the first multiplication, that in the bracket that I have written, this is minus 2 upon 3, minus 2 upon 3, and then this minus sign is carried forward over here, and 1 upon 6 is written over here, and plus 5 upon 2 as it is. So which property we have used over here? When we are taking things common out, it is called as distributive property. Now this is distributive property that we have used over here, which I have explained you in the previous video of the introduction of the chapter, that you can refer it. Now in the bracket, these are the two rational numbers in the bracket, both are negative, and there is 3 and 6 as denominator. So what we can do, we can find out the LCM of 3 and 6. Then LCM of 3 and 6, if we write 3, LCM of 3 and 6, let's start with 2 and 3 as it is, 2 3s are 6, 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, so I got 2 and 3, so 2 3s are 6 is the LCM, so that's why I have written over here LCM of 3 and 6 is equals to 6. Now when we have find out the LCM, so 3 upon 5 as it is multiplied by, so we have to make this denominator as 6 because the LCM is 6, so multiplying 3 by 2 we get 6. So when we are multiplying the denominator by 2, we have to also multiply the numerator by 2. Whichever number we are using for the multiplication is to be used on the upper side of the rational number, that is in the numerator. So minus 2 is also multiplied by 2. In the same way, here we are having 6. So if we want to make it 6, we can multiply it by 1. So 6 multiplied by 1, and this 1 is also multiplied with the numerator. So minus 1 multiplied by 1, and plus 5 as it is. Going on to the next step, 3 upon 5 as it is. minus 2 multiplied by 2 will become minus 4, because when minus multiplied by plus, answer is always minus. So minus 4, again the same thing, minus multiplied by plus, minus 1 multiplied by 1, we got minus 1, and this is common that we have written 6 because we found out the LCM as 6, and plus 5 upon 2 as it is. So now the next step, when we are opening the bracket, minus 4 minus 1 minus minus, again this is going to be plus, but the sign of the bigger number as I have explained you. So 4 and 1 both are in negative, so it is minus minus plus. So 4 plus 1 5, and the sign of the bigger number, that is minus, that I have written over here, 6 as it is, 3 upon 5 as it is, and this plus 5 upon 2 as it is. Now we are going to cancel it out. So 5 is cancelled with this 5, and we got minus 1, because 5 multiplied by minus 1 is equals to minus 5. So we got over here as minus 1. 3, when we say as 3 to the 6, so this is, we got 2 plus 5 upon 2. So what remains with us now? Minus 1 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2. Minus 1 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2. Now if we add over, see both the numerators are different but both the denominators are same. Minus 1 plus 5, this is 2 and 2, so we don't have to find out LCM over here because both the denominators are same in the rational number. So minus 1 plus 5 minus plus is going to be minus, and 1 is minus, 5 is plus, positive. So minus plus minus, 5 minus 1 is 4, sign of the bigger number, that is 4, and this 2 is in common. So 4 upon 2 at the last, and when we cancel this we get as 2. So 2 is the answer of this sum using two properties. First is commutative property and the other is the distributive property. This, when you are solving this kind of sum, you have to write this compulsory, because it is asked in the question that using appropriate properties, which property you are using, that you have to show. So this was the end of question 1, number 1. Let's go on to number 2. Question number 2. Two upon 5 multiplied by minus 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 6 multiplied by 3 upon 2 plus 1 upon 14 multiplied by 2 upon 5. Now you may be thinking that this is too long, this is too big. But what happens in the next step? Let's see. Here also we are having 3 multiplications. See, this is the first multiplication, this is the second one, and this is the third one. But I can see this as common over here. This is 2 upon 5. This is also 2 upon 5. So what we are going to do in the next step, that we are going to shift this onto the left side, and this minus 1 upon 6 multiplied by 3 upon 2 will be shifted onto the right side. So the next step is minus 2 upon 5 multiplied by minus 3 upon 7 plus, using this plus we are shifting whole this thing from here to here onto the right side, plus 1 upon 14 multiplied by 2 upon 5, and this whole thing with the minus sign is shifted onto the right side. Now when we are shifting, I explained in the previous sum that this is commutative property when we are shifting the numbers from here to there in this rational exercise. So this is called as commutative property, and I have written over here. You also write down when you are solving this kind of sum. Next step, as I said, that this is 2 upon 5 and this is also 2 upon 5, same way as we did in the previous sum. We are taking this 2 upon 5 is common over here. See, this is 2 upon 5, and whatever remains that we are going to write in the bracket with the multiplication sign, multiplication, and then bracket minus 3 upon 7 and plus 1 upon 14 as it is, and remaining thing as it is, minus 1 upon 6 multiplied by 3 upon 2 as it is. So when we are taking out common, this with the multiplication is called as distributive property. So I have written over here, as you can see in the previous sum, the same thing is over here, distributive property. Now what we will do, we are having two different denominators in this rational number, that is 7 and 14. We are again going to, there is a plus sign. Find out LCM only when there is plus or minus sign in between two rational numbers. Don't find LCM when there is multiplication. Only you have to find out the LCM when there is plus or minus sign with the rational numbers. So here I am having minus 3 upon 7 plus 1 upon 14, and there is a plus sign in between them. So we are going to find out the LCM of these two denominators, that is 7 and 14. So LCM of 7 and 14 is equals to 14. Now you may be thinking how this happened. Let's see. Again, 7 and 14. So 2 is the smallest number that we are going to take first. 2 7s are 14. Now 7 1s are 7 and 7 1s are 7. So what I got, 2 multiplied by 7. I got 2 and 7. So 2 multiplied by 7 is equals to 14. So LCM is 14. So that's why I have written over here that LCM of 7 and 14 is equals to 14. So what we will do now? Can you tell me? We are going to make this denominator as 14. So by which number it should be multiplied? It should be multiplied by 2. So 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. And when we are multiplying this 7 by 2, we have to also multiply the numerator with 2. Let's see in the next step. So 2 upon 5 as it is, multiplied by minus 3 upon 7, because I want to make this denominator as 14 because LCM is 14. So 7 2s are 14, and when we are multiplying this by 2, we also multiply the upper negative numerator with 2. So minus 3 multiplied in the same way, this is 14, so it is multiplied by 1. 14 multiplied by 1 is 14, and 1 is also multiplied by 1 because this one is to be used over here also. So, and minus 1 upon 6 multiplied by 3 upon 2 as it is. Now I can clearly see that I can cancel out this 3 and 6. So 3 2s are 6. So what remains now? Minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 upon 2. Okay. So next step, 2 upon 5 minus 3 upon 2 will become 6. Minus multiplied by plus is minus. So minus 6, and 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, and this 14 is common over here. We have written common, and now see, minus 1, 2 multiplied by 2, that becomes 4. Minus 1 multiplied by 1, 1 is over here. So minus 1 multiplied by 1 is minus 1. So minus 1 upon 4. This 2 multiplied by 2 becomes 4. So this is our next step. And then the last step, 2 upon 5. Now we are opening this bracket. So when we are opening this bracket, we have to solve this plus minus. So minus plus minus, the bigger number is negative, so answer is going to come in negative. So 6 minus 1 is 5, and negative sign is applied to the answer. So why? Because 6 is bigger number in this 2. So minus 5 upon 14, and this is minus 1 upon 4, which is carry forward over here, minus 1 upon 4. Now if we cancel it out, because there is multiplication, we can cancel it out. So 5 1s are 5, and this minus sign, as you can say it, 5 minus 1s are minus 5, and 2 7s are 14. 2 7s are 14. So what remains with us? That is minus 1 upon 7, this minus 1 upon 7, and minus 1 upon 4. Now again, see here there are two different numbers in the denominator, and there is a negative sign. So in the previous sum they both were common, 2 2, but in this sum they are different. So we have to find out again the LCM of 7 and 4. And what will be the LCM of 7 and 4? 7 and 4. So let's start with 2. 2 does not have 7 in the table, so 2 2s are 4 again. 2 7 as it is, 2 1s are 2 and 7 1s are 7. So I got 7 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that is equals to 7 2s are 14 and 14 2s are 28. So 28 is the LCM, and I have written over here that LCM of 7 and 4 is 28. So now what will be the next step? So the next step, minus 1 upon 7 multiplied by 4 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4 multiplied by 7 upon 7. Now this was the remaining thing. To make it 28, I multiplied 7 by 4 and this 4 by 7. So 7 4s are 28 and 4 7s are 28. And when we are multiplying this with 4, the upper numerator is also multiplied by 4. So what I got? Minus 1 multiplied by 4 is minus 4. Minus 1 multiplied by 7 is minus 7. And 7 4s are 28, 4 7s are 28. That is written in common, 28. Okay. And now minus minus is to be added, because minus 4 minus 7, that becomes 11. But what will be the sign? Sign of the bigger number, that is minus. Minus 11 upon this is 28. This is the final answer that you got, minus 11 upon 28. Now going on to the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2. Write the additive inverse of the following. So let's go on to the first one, additive inverse. Now the first number is saying that 2 upon a. Additive inverse means any number when we suppose a upon b is a rational number. What will be the additive inverse of this? It is going to be minus a upon b. So when we cancel it out, it should become 0. So the additive inverse of 2 upon 8 is equals to minus 2 upon 8. Simply positive to negative. So this is the answer, minus 2 upon 8. In the same way, minus 5 upon 9. Second number, minus 5 upon 9. That is equals to 5 upon 9. This is very simple, that you can understand in my previous video of the introduction, as I have explained it very clearly. You can refer it out. Now here is a bit different. Both the numbers in this rational are negative. Minus 6 upon minus 5. So when we turn out this minus minus is cancelled out. Minus minus becomes plus. So this number becomes 6 upon 5. This is not the answer. 6 upon 5 is because this negative sign is cancelled out. Because minus minus is, you can see minus minus plus. So 6 upon 5. And then we have to find out the additive inverse of this number. So the additive inverse of 6 upon 5 will be minus 6 upon 5. So keep this in your mind when there are two negative signs. First of all, negative sign is cancelled out. So this number becomes 6 upon 5. Or any other number are given to you, suppose minus 3 upon minus 4. So that is going to become 3 upon 4. And then you have to find out the additive inverse, that will become minus 6 upon 5. Or as I said that the negative sign is cancelled, and then you have to find out the additive inverse of the given number. Going on to the fourth one, 2 upon minus 9. So simply 2 upon 9, negative sign is removed because additive inverse. Same way, 19 upon minus 6, that is 19 upon 6. So these are the 5 sums of question number 2. Write the additive inverse of the following. You might have understood this one was the trickiest one. So this one was the trickiest. You can understand it. I have made it very clear to you. Okay. Let's go on to question number 3. Question number 3 is saying that verify that minus x in a bracket minus x is equals to x. Now you may be thinking, what is this minus x? As I have said you that when we are having two negative together, that is a negative sign outside the bracket, when we open the bracket, this negative becomes positive, so it will automatically become x. This can be explained by using LHS and RHS. So you can see I have written LHS and RHS. Left hand side, this is given us to verify, and this should be the result. So it should be compared with that. When LHS is given to you, is equal to RHS? Let's see. For verify that minus x, minus into bracket minus x is equals to x. For x is equals to 11 upon 15. Now the value of x is given here as 11 upon 15. So wherever there is x, suppose over here or over here, we have to put 11 upon 15. So let's see as LHS first. First the left hand side. What it is saying? Minus into bracket minus x. And what the right hand side is saying is equals to just x. So as per the left hand side, minus into bracket minus x is equals to, we are putting this minus sign as it is, this minus sign as it is in a bracket, and what x is given to us? X is given as 11 upon 15, so we are going to write 11 upon 15. On the other hand side, only x is there, so what is the value of x? That is just 11 upon 15. So when we open the bracket of the left hand side and there is a negative sign outside the bracket, the sign changes. So this minus becomes plus. So this is 11 upon 15. So yes, we can say that left hand side we got the answer as 11 upon 15, and right hand side is also having 11 upon 15. So minus into bracket minus x is equals to x, and that's why we can say that LHS is equals to RHS. And the last statement I have written as, therefore minus into bracket minus x is equals to x, or we can also say as LHS is equals to RHS. In the same way, the next sum is given to us, that is here now the value of x is given as minus 13 upon 17. See, clear, x is having the value as minus 13 upon 17. Now for left hand side and right hand side, we have the same verification, that is minus into bracket minus x, and right hand side is equals to x. So what will be the next step? Therefore minus into bracket minus x is equals to, see here 3 minus sign I have written. Why? Because this minus sign belongs to this minus sign belongs to this, and x is minus 13 upon 17, so that's why this is in a smaller bracket, that minus x is having minus 13 upon 17. So, and see, you can see on to the right side also x is equals to minus 13 upon 17 I have written. Going on to the next step, now what will happen? There are 3 negative signs. What will happen? When we open this bracket, there is a negative sign outside this bracket, so automatically this is going to become plus. So the next step will be like this, 13 upon 17, and there is a negative sign. Now as I said, when we open this bracket, when there is negative sign outside this bracket, it changes the sign, so this plus will become minus. So minus 13 upon 17 we got, and therefore left hand side we have minus 13 upon 17, and right hand also we got minus 13 upon 17. So that's why we can say therefore LHS is equals to RHS, or it is verified that minus into bracket minus x is equals to x, and this condition is true. Question number 4. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. Now the first number is given as minus 13. What will be the multiplicative inverse of the given number minus 13? Simply we can write that minus 13 upon 1, and then we inverse it out, it becomes minus 1 upon 13 to make this as a rational number. So this is the answer, So the multiplicative inverse of minus 13, you have to write in this way. The multiplicative inverse is minus 1 upon 13. So just you have to shift the numerator as denominator and denominator as numerator, because there is no denominator given over here, so we kept 1 as a denominator and then we have just flipped. So we got the multiplicative inverse as minus 1 upon 13. The second number is given as minus 13 upon 19. So you can easily judge now that 19 is going to become a numerator and 13 is going to become a denominator. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 13 upon 19 is minus 19 upon 13. Let's go on to the next one. Third number, multiplicative inverse of 1 upon 5. You can directly say as 5 upon 1. But when we write 5 upon 1, 1 is having no value. So it becomes 5. So 5 is the answer. You can write this. This is also correct. This is also correct. Now what will be the multiplicative inverse of this given sum? Minus 5 upon 8 multiplied by minus 3 upon 7. So don't look over here. First, the sum is just this much. Minus 5 upon 8 multiplied by minus 3 upon 7. So there is a multiplication. So we will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Okay. So 5 3s are, and both are negative. Minus 5, minus 3. So minus 5, minus 3, that minus minus, when it is multiplied, the answer is positive. So it is 15 is equals to 15, and 8 sevens are 56. Both are positive, so answer is positive. So what we got? 15 upon 56. Now we have to find out the multiplicative inverse of this 15 upon 56. So you can directly say that it is 56 upon 15. Just we are doing like P upon Q, it will become Q upon P. Understood? So this is called the multiplicative inverse. Same for here. Don't look over here. This is the sum. Minus 1 multiplied by minus 2 upon 5. So there is no number given in the denominator. So what we will put? We will put upon 1 over here. So multiplying numerator with numerator, so minus 1 multiplied by minus 2, what we are going to get? 2, because minus multiplied by minus, answer is positive, and 5 multiplied by 1 is 5, so 2 upon 5 is the answer. Now multiplicative inverse, you know what to do. P upon Q here, this is P upon Q here. Now it becomes Q upon P, so 5 upon 2. So this is the answer. What will be the multiplicative inverse of minus 1? Minus 1 will remain minus 1, because if we put minus 1 upon 1, then also it remains 1 upon minus 1, and answer is minus 1. So the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 is minus 1. This can be asked as MCQ. So keep this in your mind. Going on to the next question, name the property under multiplication. This is the 5th question. Name the property under multiplication. Now what property is used over here? Minus 4 upon 5 multiplied by 1 is equals to 1. So let's first solve it. 1 multiplied by minus 4. Or you can say minus 4 multiplied by 1. Just multiply it. So 4 ones are 4. But minus multiplied by plus, so answer is minus 4 upon 5. So here 1 is a multiplicative identity. 1, when it is multiplied by any number, the number remains the same. So here 1 is a multiplicative identity. We can say that 1 is a multiplicative identity. Any number, when it is multiplied by 1, number remains the same, either it is plus or minus. So the next number, minus 13 upon 17 multiplied by minus 2 upon 7. Which multiplicative property is used over here? That you can see very clear that we have shifted this number onto the right side and this number onto the left, and this is onto the right. So minus 2 upon 7 multiplied by minus 13 upon 7. Which property? Commutative property is used over here. Simple. Again minus 19 upon 29 and 29 upon minus 99. Upon minus 19. We can clearly see that I can cancel it out. This minus 19 with minus 19, this 29 with 29 is equals to 1. So we can very clearly say that this is cancelled with this and this is cancelled with this. And here we can say that multiplicative inverse is the property used over here. Multiplicative inverse. When multiplicative inverse always gives the answer as 1.